with for Southwest Community Fund. And it's been a pleasure to be also the mentor for the finance part of this boot camp. And I love to see what you all have to present for Southwest Community Fund.
Thank you, Yanni. I would also like to introduce you to Jason Medina. He is with the Small Business Development Center. Jason, if you would like to introduce yourself.
Absolutely. When I started this, I pulled over to make sure that I wasn't being unsafe to talk to you all today. May the 4th be with you. Good to see you all. I'm so proud of you, women entrepreneurs and mentors alike. Just wanted to let you know at SBDC, even after all of this happens, we want to be a continuing resource for you. Just about everything that we do for you is free. We were very blessed and lucky to be able to have some funding to be able to pay our mentors this year. Those of you who are graduating out of this, please keep connected because you can be mentors as well. But just thank you to Sherry and to everybody at RMMFI, to both Yanni and Azarel for everything that you all do for our businesses and most especially for our women entrepreneurs. And glad that I can jump on for a while tonight.
Thank you, Jason. And last but not least, I would also like to introduce you to our San Luis Valley team who are with us. We have several RMMFI staff with us, but I would like to introduce you to Sherry Lawson.
Yeah, everybody knows me. I'm just gonna say hello. It's good to see everybody.
Okay, and our new site coordinator, Rhonda Garcia. Rhonda, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Sure. Hi, my name is Rhonda Garcia, and this is my 3rd week at RMMFI as the San Luis Valley site coordinator. So I will be making phone calls to the mentors and just introducing myself and giving my contact information. It's nice to be here and to see the wonderful work our entrepreneurs are doing. And thank you guys.
Thank you, Rhonda. Pablo, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Pablo. I'm the site activation coordinator, and I'm happy to be here to see how much you guys have learned in this retrospective.
Thank you, everyone, and we will begin. And I do not want to leave anybody out, but I do thank everybody, the mentors and everybody for it. It takes a team, and we have all pulled together, and I thank everybody. Okay.
So you're controlling the slides.
Oh, okay. Okay. So on tonight's agenda, we will have number 1, announcements, 2, rules of the retro, 3, entrepreneur presentations, and 4, our feedback forum. We would love to have you follow us on any of these platforms. And we'd also like to invite you to mark your calendars. Our 2nd retrospective is Thursday, June 2nd, and our graduation is Wednesday, June 29th. Very important dates. And here we have the rules of tonight's retro. Tonight, we are presenting marketing and operation pillars. As you see, we have our marketing pillars off to one side and our operation pillars. Then we have our financials and management. We will also be talking about the big rocks, the right message, the right audience, our capital needs, and our target market, which is our 4%, and the operation cycle. We have 8 slides to present tonight. Our entrepreneurs will be presenting them in 6 minutes. So our virtual format will be the entrepreneurs will present. I will control the slides and let me know when you want me to move to the next slide, entrepreneurs. And also the mentors will fill out electronic scoring forms. Each presentation has its own scoring form. Please make sure you are filling out the correct one. Links to the scoring forms will be posted in the chat before each presenter. After the presentations, we will have a virtual feedback forum. You will have the opportunity to chat with an entrepreneur, the opportunity to provide verbal feedback and encouragement. Please share your ideas and suggestions. Your feedback should be high level, positive, and honest. What's at stake tonight? Entrepreneurs can earn up to $300 towards their launch grant eligibility.
I would just like to jump in right here and remind everybody that we have the awesome opportunity through First Southwest Community Fund and the Rural Women-Led Business Fund that all of the graduates from our boot camp will receive $2,500 in grant money to help launch their business. And so tonight they get to earn $300 towards that.
Thank you, Sherry. This is our presentation order, and we will begin. The first one that we have tonight to present is Jessica Rodriguez. Thank you, Jessica.
Sorry, I was having a
No, it's
little bit of
okay.
issue
And I need to
getting
get
myself
Jessica's
unmuted.
No worries. And I need to get Jessica's link in the chat. So Jessica, before you start, let me get that. I have lost it. Here we go.
Okay.
Wait, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but I don't have the link. I just have the YouTube link. Do all of y'all
Yeah,
have more?
I just posted it.
Oh, okay, now it's populated on my end. I just want to be ready. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, let me know when you're ready, Jessica.
As long as everybody else is ready, I'm ready to go.
Let's go. Thank you. Okay.
Hi, my name is Jessica Rodriguez. I am the owner and operator of Momentum Aerial Arts. And Momentum Aerial Arts is a fitness studio that offers fun, unique classes that allow you to incorporate dance, strength, and acrobatics into each workout. Classes are affordable with convenient after school and after work hours, plus weekends. Instructors are certified in their art and value safety above all. Expect a full body workout that will keep you coming back for more. So my market environment, there are 75,000 people that are in the San Luis Valley, primarily in Alamosa, Monte Vista, and Del Norte. It is roughly 50% of the population goes to some kind of gym twice a week. And of that 50%, 50% are women that are actually in my target 4%. There are 2 gyms in Alamosa and 2 in Monte Vista that would be the primary competition. The things that they offer that I don't would be 24-hour access and the typical gym equipment, treadmills, all the weights, all those things. What I can offer that they can't is specialized aerial arts and conditioning classes, as well as an open gym time that each person can go through and practice on their own. Next slide, B. So my 4% ideal customer is women in millennial age, 25 to 40. They're probably going to live at Alamosa, Monte Vista, or Del Norte. Spend money already on membership or some kind of fitness classes, also some nutrition, supplements. They should value artistic, adventurous, open-minded, and really want some kind of connection and community. These things are important because it tells me that these women have a job or a career that they're stable in and they can afford to take the classes, but they also want to take the classes and prefer that over other types of gym fitness. Next slide. So will be offering aerial arts, which would start out with pole and aerial yoga and some conditioning classes. I do want to offer the open gym and the ladies' nights as kind of side projects. I'm hoping to get more people on as a monthly basis. That way I have some residual income that I can count on, but we'll be open for punch cards or just individualized classes. And monthly, that would look like $50 a person per month. And you'll get X amount of aerial classes, X amount of conditioning classes, and then you would have access to open gym at all time. Each class, you would only have access to that class. And then the ladies' nights, it would be $200 for the event. You would get 3 hours and 10 ladies or people in general that you can invite. And so that would be a private event with some minimal instruction for each person. I will have a place in Alamosa that's right on Main Street. I just actually signed the lease on that last week. And again, Momentum Aerial Arts is going to be offering fun, unique classes that allow each person to incorporate their dance skills, their strength and acrobatics into their workout and make it as artistic as they would like. Next slide. Market action plan. Okay, so first of all, I would like to go stick out some flyers. I plan on using those or using Canva to create those flyers. I want those to go out in grocery stores, boutiques, pretty much anywhere in this surrounding area that I can find that will let me stick them up. Next, I want to offer some free classes that I can possibly put out in, a welcome package that some of the rental companies send out or as prizes during trivia night. Just kind of get somebody in the door and show them what they're missing first and then let them take it from there. I do want to have a grand opening party. Free for all, everyone come, as many as we can fit in there under fire code, of course. And I will be having some guest performers because obviously at that point it would be a little too new for my students to have a performance ready, or maybe they're not quite comfortable with their skills yet. So I do want to have some guest performers come, make a party out of it. And lastly, social media posts, either videos that are some type of introduction, or something like we're looking at what you could be doing, or just even pushing the times of the classes and just reminding people that we're out here. Next slide. Big rocks. So primarily it will be me who's doing most of the things. My younger daughter, Caddy, who is 15, is getting certified in the aerial yoga next weekend, and she will actually be the instructor for that. And I do expect her to be helping with the cleaning and sanitizing after classes, but that will probably be the only parts that she's responsible for. Another big rock I need to get out the way is studio equipment. That's going to be my biggest issue, is getting the funding for all the equipment to get started. And that, again, will be here in Alamosa in its studio. Next slide, B.
Okay.
Okay, after I've got all of the equipment that people are going to be taking classes on, the mirrors, the mats, all the safety equipment, marketing is going to be where I see things starting the most. Most important step, people obviously need to know who I am and where they can find us. And once they do that, they'll schedule the classes. We'll take payment at that moment. Also in that step, I do want to be asking where and how they heard about us, what brought them in and what made them decide. So I can track my marketing plan and see what's working and what's not. Next, each caddy and myself will prepare our class material and practice and make sure the flow feels right and we're not leaving anything out. Next, we'll teach those classes. And immediately after, I do want to be cleaning and sanitizing daily to make sure that everybody is staying healthy. Finances will be completely me. That's after. I do want to do it daily, make sure that I'm not losing track of any payments for classes or getting behind in any types of bills. So I want to do that very often. Next, I want to receive feedback and implement improvements from each of my students, customers. Next slide. Now here's the fun part, all the money that I'm going to need. Like I said, primarily it's going to be the startup that's going to cost for the poles and the aerial silk is going to be $2,200 to train her this next weekend and recertify me in the levels of pole that I'm capable of. That's going to cost almost another $2,000. There will be needing some work to the building, some paint, some mirrors. Right now the carpet is on the floor and that's going to be needing some kind of hardwood. So that's going to need about $1,000. Insurance is $500 for the year. So that's not too terribly high, but I do want to pay that up front. So it's not something I have to think about monthly. And then just as a safety net, I want 2 months operating costs, which really is just my overhead of the building. And that is $11.50 a month. So I'm planning on getting, personally investing a good chunk of that change on the Rural Women-Led Business Fund. I want to get a loan from them. I did not put RMMFI on here, but it will be a source of funding as well. And my families and friends for investments. Next slide. Here we are back to, I am Jessica Rodriguez, and you can follow me on Facebook or Instagram at Momentum Aerial Arts, and you can keep track of where I'm at and when we're going to start classes. Thank you.
Thank you, Jessica.
Yay, Jessica.
Bravo.
Thank you. Yeah, that was great.
Thank you.
Real quick, before B jumps in, I just want to emphasize something. RMMFI for this particular cohort that we're not doing the funding, that's all going through First Southwest Community Fund. So it can be a little confusing because we're doing the educational piece, but I just wanted to make sure we all know that and remember that.
So my subconscious, I guess, left it off.
Yeah, no, it's okay, Jessica, you're fine. All right, B.
Okay, thank you. And next we will have Josette with her presentation. I'd also like to take this time to remind our entrepreneurs that you have 6 minutes to present. Once you hear the alarm go off, you'll stop your presentation. Thank you very much. And
you don't necessarily have to stop, B. Just know when the alarm goes off that you've hit the 6 minutes. So we're just trying to stay in the 6 minutes. So yeah, thanks.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Josette.
Okay, hey everybody. Well, I'm Josette Atencio Sandoval, and I'm the CEO of Oshani Honey Infusions. Where you'll find me is online in select stores and at the Blanca Market. I'm also on social media as Oshani Honey Infusions and Facebook and Instagram. Also online, oshawneehoneyinfusions.com. That's coming soon. And you could always call me at 719-588-2328. Next slide, please. So my market environment is other local beekeepers throughout the valley, natural herbalists, and the big grocery stores. I fit in because I really feel like my product is unique. It's not just honey, it's infused with an amazing local herb, which is incredible in itself. So I think that sets me apart from the other, my competitors. Next slide, please. So my target customer is mostly women aged 30 to 60, and those are mostly mothers and grandmothers, the caretakers, you know, taking care of and making sure that the well-being of their families, nutritionists and people that are interested in the amazing benefits of honey. And my why is like there's tons of benefits, including healthy skin, it heals wounds and burns, it's heart healthy, it boosts your metabolism. I mean, it does all these incredible things. Lowers blood pressure, it's an antioxidant. I mean, allergies, anti-inflammatory, and above all, it does taste good, and even your kids will like it. So, next slide, please. So my 4 Ps, my product and service is natural raw honey, the best quality that I could find. I wild and ethically harvest my OSHA, which is really important to me. My price for a jar of honey is it's only $15 to $18. It's very affordable, as even compared to others that I've found on the market. It's really quite affordable, and that's because I go out and gather this myself. The placement, I'm looking toward putting it in health food stores, online, gift shops, and of course you'll find me at the farmers market. My message is the benefits. It's tastes good and it's beneficial. It's very beneficial to your body and your health. So that's what I want you to know. Next slide, please. So my marketing action plan. My first tactic is to target the audience by getting into local health food stores. Give samples. After all, that's how I started, was by giving it away. It's a great gesture, and it assures that I also believe in my product. Like, it is worth trying. Number 3, social media, flyers. Sorry.
What? Sorry about that. Oh my goodness.
Hey, please keep the dog inside.
What was that?
I don't know, I think that was somebody else. Just go the opposite direction.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop share for just a minute. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm. Is there an issue with the sharing, or are you finding?
No, there is an issue with the sharing.
What I mean, are you getting a message, or I'm not sure how to?
No, I am getting nothing.
Okay. But yeah, that's your entire screen. So stop sharing that. And then I can technically share, but if I do that, I'm going to need somebody else to drop links for me. let's see. Rhonda, do you have it pulled up? And can share it on your side? And you're muted. Sorry, everybody, for some technical issues.
Where would I pull it up from?
That's okay.
Jerry, if you want to share, I can drop links too. Let me know if you need my help.
All right, thanks. Here. All right, I'll take over the sharing, and I just sent you links, Sarah. So if you can drop links in the chat, that'll be great. Thanks.
On it.
All right, cool. Let me get you pulled up. And I'm sorry, where were you? What was the last slide? I want to make sure I started us on the right place.
I don't know. I was just talking.
She was talking about marketing, social media.
Were you still in your 4 Ps or marketing action plan? Got it. All right. Here we go.
Okay, number 3, social media, flyers, and business cards. Tactic 4 was, of course, the markets and education tactics. Like, I really love my product and I want you to know how amazing it is. So I would like to do workshops or just talk it up. You know, that's the beauty of the product. Next slide. Next slide, please.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. So the big rocks is mostly, this is, I do it myself. What do I need is funds, quality product, space to prepare, packaging, and clients who also care about their well-being. My where is health shops, gift shops, websites, and farmers market. Next. So my operations cycle is basically, I got to make sure that I have local quality honey. I harvest and ethically source my OSHA. I'm having quality packaging and labeling, having a clean space to prep the ingredients. I then jar the honey, and then I start on a marketing trail. So even if it takes footwork. So my number 7 is the delivery. Like, either I mail it out or I deliver it. And that's the real big footwork. Next slide, please. So the major costs that I've identified is the honey. If I go purchase this, $300, packaging, $300, my license, $150, a space, $500, equipment, $1,000. If I were to go do my own bees, I got to invest another $1,000. So that's like $3,250. One of my funding sources is, of course, the RMMFI. Thank you. And myself, I plan to put in my own investment. Next slide. So yeah, that's me. Once again, you'll find me at Oshani Honey Infusions. I'm on social media, online. You could call me. I do want to end with a positive note, like, believe in yourself, take care of yourself, your well-being, your health. And that's it. That's all I got. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Josette.
And just want to jump in real quick and remind everybody once again that RMMFI is not a funding source. It is for Southwest Community Fund and the Rural Women-Led Business Fund. So I just want to make sure that we're on the right page with that. Thanks.
Okay, and next we have Brianna Ortiz.
Hello,
Brianna.
everybody. I'm Brianna Ortiz. I'm the owner and executive pastry chef of Aubrey's Cakes. We hope to be open in center. This is my website and my social media links. You could look me up and you can give me a text or call anytime. Next slide, please. This is my marketing environment. So cakes represent about 23% of the overall bakery market. Within the 8,000 square miles of the San Luis Valley, there are 10 bakeries. Out of those 10 bakeries, 4 of them are grocery stores, which are my major competitors. And again, out of those 10 bakeries, only 6 offer cake services. Families with 5 or more people in the household tend to spend about 32% more on baked goods. And we do market to families and households making between $40,000 and $50,000 a year. Next slide, please. Who's my target 4%? Usually women between the age of 24 and 35 with an income above $50,000 a year. She would own a home in Alamosa, Monte Vista, or Center. She's very family orientated. The woman who wants to put on the big spectacular birthday party for her children and make it the event of the year. Next slide, please. My products are tiered cakes, which start at about $175, cupcakes, which are about $25 a dozen, and my smaller cakes can start as low as $40. I serve the whole valley, and if you're looking for a show-stopping edible centerpiece for your next party, look no further. At Aubrey's Cakes, we can meet all your cake needs. Next slide, please. This is my marketing action plan. Currently, I use social media to post about promotions, and I also use social media to post about locations of pop-up events. So with those pop-up events, this is another opportunity for me to meet more customers and put myself out there to other businesses. I also want to use branded clothing and branded vehicles to get my name out there in addition to my brochures. Next slide, please. These are my big rocks, and I have divided up my big rocks into about 3 different categories. Bakery, which we would need bakery staff, a kitchen equipment, and that would be done in the kitchen part of the bakery. The second part is our front of house for the coffee shop. So we would need front of house staff. We would need an espresso machine and inventory as well. And then the third part is our delivery. We want to offer delivery to wholesale customers. So we would need an employee to run those deliveries. We would need a van, insurance, and other documentations for that as well. Next slide, please. This is the day in the life of our shop, how we will get our product from oven to customer. So we start bakery production and then second shift comes in. Then we do our delivery to our wholesale customers. Our baristas would open the coffee shop and run it. And then we would start cake prep, kitchen closing. And at the end of the day, I would do admin work, which would give me the opportunity to start ordering inventory and working on payroll. Next slide, please. Overall, we need about $45,000 in funding. This is for buying a building, building renovations, inventory, equipment, and a delivery vehicle. I have so far found about $262,000 in funding. $100,000 comes from Opportunity Zone funds, the $75,000 from the RMMFI microloan program, $75,000 again from the Rural Women-Led Business Fund, and I have some grants and investors I intend on using. Next slide, please. And that's a bit about me and what I offer. Again, you can check me out on social media to stay up to date with the services and products that I offer. Thank you.
Hey, great job. Feel free to unmute yourself and celebrate at the end of the retros if you want, and throw things in the chat as well.
Absolutely lovely.
Thank you, Brianna.
Great job.
Great job, Brianna.
Okay, and next we have Asha. Asha?
Just 1 minute. Give us 1 minute to wrap up. I'm still writing for the last entrepreneur.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no worries. I know everybody's filling out information, so we'll give a little bit of time in between entrepreneurs popping up.
So us, the entrepreneurs, were not filling out those forms, right?
Yeah, no.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm. All right, Asha.
I
thank
added
you.
Asha's form to the chat.
Awesome. Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Asha, are you ready?
Here I go. My name's Asha. I have a shop in Crestone called the Ocelot Den. I sell my original paintings, artisan made goods, and upcycled and gently used clothing. If you like boho style and supporting local art and community, I can be found in my shop at the Sangre de Cristo Inn on Alder Street every Thursday through Saturday from 11 to 6. Next slide, please. My market environment. There are 4 stores in town. I don't necessarily consider them as competitors, but there is a Crestone Creative Trade who sells imported clothing from Thailand. They're very expensive. There's the local artist gallery. They sell high-priced art, totally different style than mine. They charge a high commission to the artists. Ravenshaven, she's my buddy. She's in the same building as me. Her style is East Coast. She has all used clothing, medium, low prices. No handmade goods, not local. But she is a collaborator of mine. Also, the Crestone thrift store, they are in the same building. They have pretty like low priced things, not great quality, very used, but needed in the community. My store emphasizes on selling high-end art and local artisan goods. I'll also carry gently used and custom upcycled clothing. My style is unique, pretty close to like a West Coast, San Francisco boho style. There's really nothing to compare my shop to in Crestone as far as other people doing what I'm doing. There's nobody. So my prices are going to be in the mid to high mid range. And that's my environment. Next slide, please. My target customer is going to be independent women ages 25 through the 50s. We're finding lots of ladies these days, even into their 60s, to be honest, who are out hula hooping. So, beyond that even, but that's kind of the 4%. That's the bullseye. Income range, I figure 25 to 60K is good. Any higher than 60K, they might be onto other styles and veil or something that's not Crestone. They have a sense of style. They like to look good. They live in nice homes. They like to dress up, socialize. They like nature and animals. They care about and will pay more for supporting local art and economy. They care about bettering the planet with reusing, recycling mindset. And I'm catering to tourists and locals alike. The median income in Crestone is $46,000. So we have like an interesting little pocket here. Not a lot of, we do have broke people, but we also have people with money here. So next slide, please. Product, price, placement, and promotion. The product is art and wearable art, creative and unique, handmade, boho, posh, chic style. Not to say that men won't want to come in the store either, but it really is catered towards women. The price is specialty and luxury. Original paintings will average $300. Clothing will range from $60 to $150. Jewelry from $30 to $100. And the place is I'm going to keep it local for a while until I really get those wheels and that moving at a good pace. I decided against trying to do too much at once, trying to bite off more than what I can handle. So I'm going to keep it local. I am showing art in other venues, and I'll continue to do that. And I will develop a website later on. The promotion will be, I'll try to have catchy outdoor displays. I'll participate in town events. I'll host events with the other store owners, and I'll be doing social media with Facebook and Instagram. Next. And my action plan, my marketing action plan is going to be enticing window displays. As a matter of fact, the design on these images comes directly from my store. The rugs are in the store. These little lamps are in the store. So it'll be a real, you know, I'll use marketing that has these images on it, and then people will have a recognition, like they'll see the storefront and they'll know that it's me. And I'll have a catchy sign. I'll include artist bios and stories about the art, because that's one of the big things that people like. That's pretty much the same thing everybody's told me. Marketing tactic number 2 is flyers, business cards, newspaper ad, gift certificates, seasonal sales, and I even want to give special gifts to return customers. Marketing tactic number 3 is hosting events in our building. I was thinking a first or maybe last Friday event, depending on what other people can do and what's happening in the town. Number 4 is social media campaigns with a lot of promotional incentives for word of mouth or media or social media sharing. So I'm working that out. I have some specific ideas on how I would incentivize people to share for me. Next, please. My big rocks are basically, it's just me for now. I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna do what I can do. I already have quite a bit of merchandise and things that I can make myself, but eventually I really want to have a seamstress to help me. I would like a sales assistant and a bookkeeper. The what is what I really need before I can even get started is displays, and I want to develop a really cool storefront that really attracts people and feels cozy, and you can come and sit on my patio and there will be things that are for sale that will be a part of that display. People drive by and walk by all the time, so they'll be able to see my storefront. And I need a computer, I need a printer, I need a credit card processor, I need marketing materials. I can make those myself, but I've got to pay for them. And the where is in the store. Everything happens there. Next. My cycle, my operations cycle. This is a monthly cycle. So I get the supplies, which I already have a ton of. I create goods. I procure consignments with other people. That's going to be one of my tactics. Just like to start off utilizing a lot of other people's resources or things that they make. Displays, tags, putting everything together, making it look nice. Promotional materials, getting the flyers out, doing the social media, sales and accounting, payouts, planning and hosting the event, and you know, probably a monthly event, at least in the nice time of the year. And then just, keeping up with taxes. I think that's important to do on a monthly basis. Or at least the accounting for that. Next. Capital needs, I've got my capital needs, I went ahead and did an annual here. So this is just my projection for a year. Believe it or not, my store rent plus electric, which is set in stone, it doesn't fluctuate. It's only going to cost me $3,150 a year. It's just like, that's the best part. My supplies, I already have a ton of supplies, but I calculate when they all run out, it'll probably cost me about $3,600 a year. Storefront and outdoor displays, these are one-time expenses, $1,000. Marketing with the custom sign that I want to have made, business cards, flyers, art prints. The sign obviously is a one-time expense. Those total $3,000, but moving forward, I think that sign's going to be about $1,000. So I think after this year, it would only be $2,000 in expenses on that. And then salary for myself, I went ahead and included that because that was in one of our examples. And I thought, yeah, why not? That'd be great. I'd like to start out with just a meager $16,800 a year, and then work up from there. That totals $27,550 for the first year. And my funding sources, as I've said, I have put a lot of my own money in already with, the rugs and the lamps and everything else that's already in there. I'll continue to go out of pocket using my other jobs. I will be making some sales. As a matter of fact, I just sold 3 paintings at the local grocery store, which I get to collect money for tomorrow. So that will be turned directly back into the sales, the store. And I made the same mistake as everybody else. I should have said First Southwest Community Fund grant money for $2,500. And First Southwest Community loan money, hopefully, would be a great help. So next slide. And this is the last one. This is just a little sample of what a possible flyer might look like. It's got local studio gallery, handcrafted artisan goods, distinctive clothing and jewelry, upscale artsy vibes, support local art and community. Thursday through Saturday, 11 to 6. You can call me at this number, and my Facebook right now is Studio Naya. That's where I have all my paintings. I'll be making a Facebook page for the store as well. And the address, and it's just simple, Sangre de Cristo in Crestone, Colorado. Our town is 3 blocks big, so we don't even really use addresses here. It's kind of old fashioned. It's like across from the town hall is where my store is. So that's it. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Asha. Good job.
Good job. That was awesome.
Great job.
Thanks.
Thank you, Washa. Next, we have Tahira.
And we'll give folks just a little bit more time to finish up your feedback for Asha while Tahira gets ready to come on board. I just want to remind the entrepreneurs that you have a 6-minute time limit. And we didn't hear the chime go off for Asha's, but I think B's got the timer going in the background. So we're paying attention to that because we want to be respectful of everybody's time. And then as soon Tahira's form link is in the chat. And so Tahira, whenever you're ready, we can get started with yours.
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me okay? Is
Yes.
the volume good? All right, great. Let me turn my volume up a little bit. So my name is Tahira. I'm very excited to be here. Thank you, everybody, for coming together to watch my presentation. And I am going to be a social media personality. The name of my company is Infinite Human Development. Next. Okay, so my competitive market is very competitive. It's a global market. It's an international virtual market. So just some facts. I am going to be producing music videos for children, basically nursery rhymes, but it's going to have a more cultural flair with hip hop, reggae, and American style pop type music. There are 720,000 hours, 250,000 hours of video uploaded to YouTube every single day. So how in the heck will I be able to stand out? Like I just said, we're going to narrow in the focus on a specific culture and a specific genre of music. With my videos, we also going to have a lot of product placement to generate revenue. We are going to be selling products via Amazon. Amazon is a perfect business partner because they take care of almost all of your needs. They do the shipping, they do the customer service. You don't have to worry about returns, anything. They take a hefty portion, but it's worth it if you have the margins. One of the obstacles with being Black in social media is that there are some discrimination and biases when it comes to my genre of music. I am born and raised in New York City, so I was born in the 70s, and hip hop was always a part of my culture, but then it kind of took a turn for the left. It started becoming very violent, very vulgar, and just very unnecessarily not appropriate for children, which was not the way it started. And I remember because I was alive when it started. Next. So here's an example of a family that is doing very well. They kind of found this niche market. Their channel was called ZZ Kids. And I stumbled upon this channel just searching for Black media or hip hop nursery rhymes for my own children. And this family, they were able to generate over 6 million subscribers in a very short period of time. And their videos have over 100 million views. So if you have the right formula and the right market and the right genre with the right niche, you can definitely go viral. Next. However, what's so strange is that when I started searching for this family's channel on YouTube Kids, it was nowhere to be found. And I was so puzzled by that. Come to find out, YouTube behind the scenes took their channel down without any explanation or reason. And this is something that happens, and I've had experience with this as well, with being in the open market. You have to battle those challenges. But there was an article on Bloomberg about this particular family. You can scroll down next. So that family basically had to fight their way just to get back on the channel. There was no explanation given. And YouTube announced an initiative to fund like $100 million for Black creators just to combat some of the barriers and the discrimination that happens. This is an example of a music video. It's a reggae ABC type song. The visuals, it's very quick to understand what's happening. It's nursery rhymes, and my market's going to be for children under 13 years old. Next. Next slide. Thank you. Okay. So this is my big why, and this is what's going to make me sound a little crazy and bizarre. But when I think about the children, I want them to have a lot of confidence, a lot of self-esteem, and the knowledge that they can become wherever they want to be, develop. And one of the things that what's happening right now with the trends, and a lot of people are not aware of this, but right now in America, people are spending more money on dogs and pets than they are children. For example, there are 11,000 shelters for humans versus 14,000 shelters.
Did we lose her sound?
I think we did.
Actually, we lost Tahira altogether. She's not on the Zoom, so something must have happened with her connection. Oops. All right. Oh, goodness. I'll give her like 1 minute to see if she's popping back on. I'm not sure if her Wi-Fi went down or it's just like her laptop issue. Fun times with the technology. Okay, I think what we're gonna do is move to the next entrepreneur, and then when Tahira gets back, we can circle back to her presentation. So sorry about that. And then I want to make sure that doesn't mess everybody up. If you're filling out your Google Forms to give her feedback, I think you can keep hers up and then just finish it out when she finishes her presentation. And we will move on to the next entrepreneur.
And Sherry, that's Lauren, right?
Yes. Oh, wait, Tahira's back in. I just readmitted her, so.
Yay, Tahira, welcome back. We missed you.
Hello. Hi, I just got hit by lightning. But
Oh, no.
I'm fine now.
Wait, really? Are you okay?
No, I'm good. That was crazy, right? The worst timing. Got like 2 hours. My 6 minutes, I get kicked off, right?
Okay.
Okay, I think I had 2 more minutes if I was watching my clock right. But as I was saying, sorry for the interruption, there are more shelters for dogs and pets than there are for humans right now. 100,000 kids are adopted out per year versus 3.2 million pets adopted per year. We need to put more effort, more care, and more focus on providing the children with educational entertainment to just give them confidence and self-love and self-respect that they need to become great adults. They always say children are our future. Next, please. Next slide. So my 4 Ps. With my particular industry, it's very little startup costs. Most of everything is done virtually. So I'm just paying for like prescriptions, subscriptions. Let me get back to the 4 Ps though. So the price range for the products that we're doing product placement for, the products range from $5. That's a subscription, monthly subscription price, to $35. Those are for actual physical products you can purchase on Amazon. The placement is social media, and it's the right genre and it's the right message. It's positivity intended for children. Next. Okay, so my marketing action plan, I'm going to have basically popular events, TV, film, music, and popular creators. I'm basically going to be using content that the audience can recognize and are familiar with to capture their attention, with the help of special effects, visual and audio effects, to help the content pop and be more attractive to the listeners. We're going to target low-hanging fruit, and we're going to tap into friendly networks and connections. There are already sponsors and other creators who are looking to put new up-and-coming people on, like myself. So it's going to be virality, attraction, comedy, and suspense. Next. Okay, so I don't have a lot of startup costs again. I just have to become more equipped with the software apps. I need a better computer, which is $4,200. I'm predominantly going to be the person doing everything. And I'm going to invest in some one-on-one training, which is only like $20 an hour. So everything is very small when it comes to startup. Next. So I'm going to start with the song and going to create a theme. It's going to have a lesson, record the audio, insert the video and the images, going to upload to the social media platform, work on the SEO so it can get discovered in place, link the products for the promotion, and just review the sales and the comments. Next. So again, I have a very small startup cost, about $5,000. With the software, you just pay monthly subscription fees, and they range from $10 to $15. So collectively, with the Mac computer and some one-on-one training and the startup cost is very affordable. Next. Sorry, before you go on, funding sources, my credit repair, I have a few savings, and I have an investment property that I hope I can sell for capital funding. Next. And that's the end of my presentation. Thank you, guys.
Yay, Tahira, that was great.
Yeah.
Even with the interruption, it was good. We
Good job. Way to come back.
Great job, Tahira.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tahira.
All right, well, wait like a minute and give folks time to finish up your feedback. And I was hearing somebody talking, but I think we're good. So we will be listening to Laura next, and her form was just dropped into the chat.
Thank you. Lauren.
Let me start my little timer here. Hi there. I'm Dr. Lauren Saplicki. I'm the founder of Science by Design. Today, I'll share my vision for my newest product offering, science-based educational trainings for environmental professionals. My educational trainings are unique because they build on my own pioneering work, coaxing soil fungi to clean up tough pollutants. You can learn about my business at sciencebydesign.io and reach out to me. I am currently based in Durango, Colorado. Next slide, please. All right, so my market environment. My market environment includes professionals working in the $158.8 billion environmental remediation work with soil pollution so they can perform better at work. They also need to maintain their licenses by earning continuing education credits.
Hey, Lauren, you're breaking up pretty badly.
Other environmental innovators within industry and academia trainings. Oh no, my connection's unstable.
Yeah, it's lagging pretty bad. Maybe turn off your video and just speak.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Go ahead and just like reset yourself and do this slide over again. We can give you an extra little sec. Don't worry about
it. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So my competitive market or my market environment. My market environment includes professionals in the $158.8 billion environmental remediation, the most effective ways to deal with soil pollution so they can perform better at work. And they also need to maintain their continuing education credits. Other environmental innovators within academia and industry provide trainings that, in my ever so slightly biased opinion, are not as engaging nor fun as mine. Companies can pay up to $1 per training to keep their employees certified. And my company, Science by Design, specifically deals with tough pollutants. Since nearly every microbe capable of degrading these was isolated from a languishing polluted site. Next slide, please. Next slide.
It just went to target customer. I think yours is lagging a little.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Target customer. So I'm targeting early and mid-career professionals between 30 and 50, young enough to have a lot of potential impact ahead of them and be open to adapting new methods, but old enough to be frustrated by existing methods and also concerned with burnout. They're men earning between $60,000 and $120,000 yearly, and they're also college educated since they're maintaining professional certifications. Further, they need to be Colorado-based in the beginning, and then eventually I'll expand my marketing to nationwide individuals. Soils are so complex, and we have plenty of problems here to start with, that I think this Colorado market is a good place to start. Again, they need to be frustrated by existing methods and young enough to care to avoid burnout. Next slide, please. Yeah, lagging. My 4 Ps in brand experience will offer the best possible solution for my ideal customer. As I hinted at earlier, my trainings are better and more engaging than the competition because I'm an expert in the field, a natural teacher, and also have experienced burnout myself. So I aim to sprinkle in wellness tips that are scientifically backed, along with my informed, optimistic approach to working with these chaotic soil systems. I'll provide half and full day classes priced at $500 for a half day and $1,000 for a full day, focused initially on Colorado environmental consulting firms. And the message I'll aim to convey is the following. Frustrated with ineffective or resource-intensive soil remediation methods? Come learn how to empower site fungi to do the work. Next slide, please. Now, I'll aim to get this message out and generate leads by leveraging my 14 years of working with environmental professionals. I've gotten a lot of engagement with my LinkedIn posts in the past, so my first tactic is asking my network to provide input regarding various training structures. And environmental consultants love giving input, especially my friends, and especially people love talking about things they've tried that haven't worked. So this survey post I'm going to duplicate in a Google form because I feel like everyone's not always on LinkedIn. So I'll take 2 hours to email professionals in my network a Google form soliciting substantive feedback on what they'd like to learn. And then in order to generate leads from folks learning about my business from my website, I'll add a website newsletter sign up form. I'll also, and this is the one I'm most excited about, I'll create a special event for women professionals. I'll infuse the standard curriculum with yoga and hikes in our beautiful San Luis Valley, and I'll offer the workshop to women at 83% the normal rate based on the pay gap, since women make 83 cents for every dollar men make. And on each one of these tactics, I will associate a unique promo code with each to allow tracking. Next slide, please. On to the operations. And I am the solopreneur, so I'm doing all the things right now. And to get this business off the ground, I need to create marketing and curriculum materials, navigate intellectual property concerns, book a suitable venue, and travel to the sites. I aim to do a lot of the prep work in my home office in Durango, teach on site or in a retreat center, depending on the offering. And then also do like iterative processes and coordination, further coordination from my home office. Next slide, please. Okay, now more specifically, here are the crucial activities. We'll start with rapid prototyping, where I create marketing materials. Then I need to circulate marketing materials, generate and track leads, book trainings, as in like send invoices, initial surveys, and get paid in advance. I'll tailor curriculum to my students' needs. Then I'll print teaching materials, deliver the actual trainings, and then solicit feedback with a post survey. Next slide. Now my capital needs. My major costs are my personal salary, a MailChimp marketing campaign, a part-time assistant, and the retreat center booking fee for my initial Women Identifying Environmental Professionals event. And I'll cover these costs with the grant from the First Southwest Community Fund and the Rural Women-Led Business Fund, some personal investment, angel and impact investors, and accelerators. Next slide. And thank you for your attention.
Yeah, thanks, Lauren. That was great. Awesome.
Thank you, Lauren. That was great.
We have really quiet people because everybody's muted. We had all those stuff in the background, so yeah, I get it. Sorry. Thank you, Asha.
Awesome. I just couldn't find myself. I had to find myself in the things.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a noisemaker next time. So yeah, we have Laura coming up next, and her form was just dropped in the chat. So whenever you are ready, Laura.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello, everyone. My name is Laura Cordova, pronounced Lura, L-U-R-A. I am an entrepreneur and I am the owner of 2 businesses in Lahara, Colorado. My focus tonight is on Boxcar Espresso and Ice Cream Shop. It is located, as I said, 221 Spruce in Lahara. Next slide. So what I would like to talk about right now is a little bit of my market environment and my competition right now looks like about 4 different businesses. We have our local grocery store, which has a deli, Rock Rose Family Dining, Scotty's, and Starbucks, the famous Starbucks. So doing the research, I found that statistically, there are people over the age of 18 that are usually the coffee drinkers. And so out of the population in Pinellas County, we found that there are 2,200 people who are over the ages or between the ages of 18 and 64. So this is great news for my coffee shop because these are the people I want to visit. So we also offer ethically sourced coffee beans here at our coffee shop that are have a range of gourmet flavors and lots of many options. And right now, I want to focus my target on a few things. Next slide. A few people that I want to focus on, especially right now in the summertime months, is my travelers. So travelers travel on this main highway from Denver to New Mexico or Texas. And we are right off the side of this main highway in our small town. And I want them to be able to find us and because they are always looking for unique sites. And so another market that I'm looking for is our teens in the area who take their school lunch. They are often go to somewhere where they can find something fast and something quick and affordable. So we are going to be focused on them as well. And I noticed that we get a lot of coffee drinkers in our coffee shop who are women and anywhere from the age to 12 or 27 to 60. And these women, or most of our target market, has an income of moderate to high income levels. Next slide. So the messaging that I want to come across with my product, the number 1 product that I'm going to focus on for tonight is going to be my cafe latte. A cafe latte is just something that everyone, coffee drinkers, are looking for to have that unique flavor. And so my price for my average cafe latte is $5.83 here in Lahara, Colorado at my local coffee shop. So the message I'm trying to get out to my customer right now is something like, are you ready to experience the most delicious coffee in the San Luis Valley? I can say this, I have confidence in that. And I also want to let them know that we have a unique gourmet taste that is sourced from locally roasted fair trade coffee beans. And if no one knows what fair trade coffee beans means, ask me about that later, I can explain. Next slide. So the marketing action plan that I'm going to go forward with, number 1 for me that has worked great in the past is my social media. I have a Facebook and Instagram page and also a TikTok and a Snapchat. I feel that these work the best because a lot of customers are on my social media. They follow us and they're always waiting to see for specials and things that we have coming up. The next thing that I want to incorporate in my marketing is flyers. So I want to be able to print coupons and put flyers out with pictures and of coffee and of food to get the word out there and just put them out as many places as I can. The third marketing tactic that I want to come up with is my branding. I have a photo shoot coming up soon for the coffee shop, and I want to be able to take some really good photos and put those on mugs, on t-shirts, on things that people can buy in the coffee shop and take with them elsewhere so that others can ask them about where they have got this coffee. The number 4 marketing tactic, which is going to be very, I guess, complicated and more entailed, is going to be franchising. My dream is to have my coffee shop franchised nationwide. And it's a big dream, but how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So that's what I'm going to do with that. We are going to be looking into franchising, and I'm going to be attending different franchising shows to get more information on that. Next slide, please. So the big rocks of my operation. Of course, those big rocks include me. I'm basically the big rocks for the coffee shop at this point, as well as my daughter. Eventually in the future, I would like to hire more employees, but for now, myself and my daughter that is the manager, we are running the coffee shop ourselves. And our what for the coffee shop? Right now, it is amazing, but it also needs to be bigger. Next slide. So our operation cycle is bakery, first thing in the morning, opening up coffee shop, running that coffee shop, keeping track of stock and inventory, cleaning, assisting customers, closing up with cleaning again. And then there's 2 days that I take to do shopping for inventory, my admin, and my book time. Next slide. So my capital needs right now. Right now, the biggest thing that I feel I need is a sign. I need a sign for the outdoors to get the attention of the travelers. I need new doors to help the outside to look as good as the inside, and new windows. I would like a good air conditioner for the customer to be comfortable, and a pizza oven to be able to expand to more food. And so these sources, of course, as mentioned before, we're going to be going through the First Southwest Community Fund and the women's led other grants that they may be coming up with. And also personally, I have invested a lot of it into with my own income. Next slide, please. So that's me, Laura Cordova. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys can visit my coffee shop sometime.
Yay, Laura. That was
Wonderful, great presentation.
Good job, Laura.
Woohoo.
Love it.
And I have been to the shop, and I love the milkshakes. I haven't had the coffee yet, but it was all good. And it's such a cute little shop too, like to just sit in and do work. So I'm excited for your summer, and with COVID over kind of ish, I don't know what we're doing right now, but I think more folks are out and about. And so hopefully that will also help with traffic coming through there.
Yeah, Sherry, you need to come visit my new spa. You haven't seen the new spa.
Yeah, I think
no,
I need
haven't.
to visit that too. I'm gonna, coffee with a side of spa is great.
Awesome.
100 out of 10 recommend her spa. It's absolutely life-changing.
Yes. Awesome. Great. Great job. We have Kari up next, and her link is in the chat for you to give her the feedback. And so Kari, whenever you're ready to get started.
All right. Can you all hear me good? Is the sound good? Okay. So I'm focusing on my SLV apothecary, which will be partnering with Infinity Farm. And I will be the co-owner along with Danielle. And I'm also going to be partnering with some other healers. And you can find us at SLV Apothecary on Instagram. And we also have Infinity Farm on Facebook and on Instagram as well. So next slide. So the market environment, there is a nice apothecary in Salida and also in Crestone. I like the one in Crestone. She has a little bit more of a local, she has local products, including tinctures that she makes. Elephant Cloud in Crestone too has some herbs, and Simple Foods Market has a woman who does tea blending. I think that's also an acupuncturist. The online market for herbs is mostly mountain rose herbs, and frontier dominate that scene. They're pretty cheap, so it's a little hard to compete with them. The grocery stores, people buy a lot of herbal tea. The best one in the grocery store that you can get is medicinal, traditional medicinals, and the local herbalists, Kim Ingard, and then there's also Lily McCracken in Crestone that grows a lot of her own products that she makes salves with. So there are some similar people, and then Josette, you know, she works with the OSHA. So I think what sets me apart is that I do all of the farming myself. With SLV Apothecary, we're going to focus on over 80% local, so it's going to be a little different than a lot of these other stores. So next slide. And my ideal customer, like all of us, seems to be middle-aged women. It's like we are our own best customer, it seems like. And I actually am my own best customer. And a lot of people who have given up on big pharma, I notice, or people that have smaller health concerns like digestive problems or trouble sleeping, gardeners and plant lovers. I attract a lot of those at the SLV Seed Exchange. I noticed a lot of people flock to my booth, and a lot of the farm park and people in the local food network. I have a lot of customers in that area, and my target market is Alamosa, but also people that travel to Alamosa. So next slide. So for my product, I'm focusing on my herbs, fresh and dried, brewed teas. So I do specific brewed teas to help people learn about the medicinal products. For example, one of my teas is belly brew. So it helps people know what the herbs do without having to do so much research, and also other medicinal herbal products like salves. So pricing, $10 per ounce is the minimum side, and the most I'll go is usually $20 an ounce. Around $1 a tea bag. Sometimes I do 50 cents a tea bag, and then about $3 for a cup of tea. And then if I'm catering, I do $2 for a cup of tea. My right message is geared towards the people that want to heal themselves, save the earth, from people that support local farmers. Regenerative soil farmer is one thing I try to tell people. We do organic practices at the farm park. I've recently found a really good biodegradable packaging source, and people that are interested in natural healing. So next slide. My marketing action plan is getting a big sign. I do sign painting myself, so I'm lucky that I don't have to hire that job out, but I'm going to do a large sign for the front of the shop, which will be located on State and 4th. And local networking, I do a lot of events and farmers markets, the Pride Festival, SLV Seed Exchange. We got Cinco de Mayo coming up tomorrow. So if you guys are in Monte Vista, come by the Cinco de Mayo. I think there's a bunch of other local vendors there. So I also want to use local networking to get other vendors to have in our shop, and use social media. Instagram and Facebook are my main ones. And I'm also looking to sell in other stores too. The Valley of Roots Food Hub sells my product now through the online grocery, and the Narrow Gauge Book Co-op has my tea. So I'm going to continue with those just to get the word out. So next slide. My big rocks, it's mostly me doing most of the farming and
the paperwork, but I also have a partner on this business, which is Danielle, and she'll be helping me run the shop. So I think that will be very helpful for me since I do have another business. And then Gabrielle and Shin will be my other partners in the shop. They'll be renting the back studio, which will be a healing room. So there'll be a massage and an acupuncturist as a part of the apothecary. So you can get those healing services. Those services I will not offer. That will be Gabrielle and Shin. So what I'll need is rent for the shop, land at the farm park, water, which is going to be a very interesting situation this year since we will be in a severe drought. So we have some potential. I have potential for working with other farmers if the farm park doesn't have water, which is a possibility. I will also need possibly a new for the shop.
Kari, you're starting to drag too, so maybe turn off your camera. Let me see.
And the shop, where will be the shop, and the farm park, and possibly looking into maybe partnering with Megan's farm. Okay, I'm gonna turn my camera off.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Can you hear me better now?
Yes. Yes, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me better now?
Yep, so far. Are you there? See if we lost her. We did lose her. So I'll give her a minute to come back. Seems like we're having some Wi-Fi issues in the valley.
We're having some
weather
here, yes.
Okay. Yeah, we've had rain for the last 2 days here, so I can imagine y'all are getting maybe rain and wind.
Wind, yes.
Okay.
And threats of rain, but we're hoping.
Oh, Kari's back. Kari, can you hear us? We do need the rain. I agree, Asha. Let's see. Kari, can you hear us? Or I don't know if we can hear you. Okay.
Yeah. Can you all hear me this time?
Yes.
Can you hear me this time? Oh,
yes.
Okay. Okay. It looks like yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
So apologize for that. It seems to be, yes, we definitely need the rain. Yep, I can hear you. Yep, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm gonna try to switch. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to go to my phone, unfortunately. Can you all hear me better now?
Yeah, that's much better.
Okay, yeah. For some reason, my computer. So yeah, so we'll go to the next slide after the big rocks. In my operation cycle, I start with advertising and social media. I've been around for a while. Oh, now my other one just started. Let me okay. And after that, so right now I'm in the process of planning my herbs and ordering my seeds and ordering all my packaging. So I have that ready for the year. And right now we're on the cultivation, planting the seeds, watering and weeding and harvesting. Everything has to be timely according to the herbs. And then after that, I dry the herbs and then store them and then blend them. And that takes about 1 to 3 months. The packaging is the next project. So I create my own labels and package them in jars and tea bags. And then after that, I'll be selling in the shop and then also delivering and doing markets. And then I will follow up with customers, track what how much my leads are leading to customers and so forth, and getting responses. I get a lot of emails after shows of people that have tried my product, and so just following up with them, getting return customers. Next slide. So my capital needs. I have the shop rent, which is about $250 a month. So that's about $3,000 a year. My office expenses. Can you all hear me? Okay.
Yes, on the one with your flowers. I think the other one keeps popping in. So if we keep that one muted, you should be okay.
Okay. And my packaging is about 150 a month, depending how much I'm creating. So more in the farming season. And then the farm seeds cost about 400, and my wages about 5,000 to 10,000. So that's the projection, about 15,500 for the year. And my funding resources, we have this class through the First Southwest Bank. I have some farming grants through the farm park that helps cover farmer insurance, and some other farm benefits. It helps us pay for our compost at the farm park. And sometimes they help pay us for seeds and things like that. Infinite Chroma LLC is my other business where I do painting, and that supports me when I don't make money farming, my expensive farming hobby. And I am looking into loans and other farming grants. The USDA offers value added grants and things like that. And then also my shop sales and catering and events will be funding sources. Next slide. And yeah, investors like you looking to buy tea, and SLV Apothecary, we're about to sign the lease in the next week or two. So it should be in Alamosa by June. We should be open to the public. So that's exciting. It's at 407 State Street. I'm looking to partner with a lot of other local creators and local artists, and also local other local farmers. So yeah, I look forward to possibly working with some of you all.
And that's it. Yay.
Good
Great
job, Kari.
No, that's fine.
Good job, Kari.
All right, Kari.
Amazing presentation.
Thank you. Sorry for the bad technology.
Hey, that's not on you. Yeah, we've had quite the issues with technology. This cohort, unfortunately, mostly weather related. So
yeah,
it's not something that we can totally control. Yeah.
Well,
we have one more presentation tonight, which is Alba. So this will be our last presentation, and we just put her form in the chat. And so Alba, whenever you're ready.
All righty. Good evening, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. This is my first slide. My name is Alba Martinez, and I am the owner and founder of Clean Guru Cleaning Services, LLC. We clean to perfection. We are located in Crestone, Colorado, and I did make up that web address, just so you know, don't go to it. And that is my phone number in case customers have any questions. Anybody? Slide number 2, please. Alrighty, the market environment. My market environment is my competitors, other companies and individuals that, go out and solve the same problem that that I'm solving as well. I feel like I'll stand out from the competitors by providing exceptional customer service and just continuing to provide good service, over and over, not changing anything, by training everybody, top-notch training, background checks, just making sure that people know that they are hiring the best when they hire us. Slide number 3, please. And the target customer. Are we on the same slide?
Yes, I think yours might be lagging a little bit, but we're looking at your target customer slide.
Okay, got it, because that's what I'm looking at. Okay, who is my ideal 4% customer and why? The first one, I have wealthy families and or individuals that have no desire to clean their house, no time, and very busy schedules, sufficient resources available to pay for cleaning services, willing to pay for a premium deep cleaning services, no issue there. Or the 2-income families whose combined annual incomes are over 125,000. These families don't care or have the time to clean and can afford us, to provide this service for them. The third one is small businesses that will require our services 2 to 3 times a week. Senior citizens and Airbnb rentals. I feel like Airbnb rentals or Verbo, they're willing to pay extra for expedited services with flexible scheduling. Next slide, please. And these are the 4 Ps and the right message. Sorry, it doesn't look very good on your side there, guys. But on the 4 Ps, my product or service is my product. Basic residential service includes sanitizing all high areas, dusting, sweeping, vacuuming, mopping, bathrooms cleaned, trash removed, dishes washed, bedding washed, and beds remade. My price, I'm kind of going back and forth what I want to do about pricing, but for now, basic residential services start at $175 and includes homes up to 1,500 square feet. Placement, various commercial, small businesses, and residential buildings. And promotion for the right message. Clean Guru's mission is to provide the customer with exceptional residential, commercial cleaning services and environmentally friendly and I can't read and complete, trustworthy, and professional manner. We aim to exceed expectations in order to attract and maintain our customers. And next slide, please. And this slide, marketing action plan. By advertising and promotion, I believe the most successful activities will be brochures and a targeted advertisement campaign. These activities will complement our referral system that is currently in development. Customer service. Clean Guru recognizes the secret to success will be exceeding customer expectations. I also, plan to have a Facebook page, Instagram, to advertise or have any promotions on social media. I will buy an ad in the newspaper and join and attend Chamber of Commerce. Let's see, next slide, please. This slide shows my operation cycle, what it looked like on a day-to-day. Activity 1, following up with potential customers and scheduling appointments. Activity 2, getting a list of all the locations on that day schedule and provide the services needed for all customers. Activity 3, trainer provides all necessary training to new employees. Activity 4, cleans all cleaning equipment and prepares tools for next day's appointments. Activity 5, generate invoices for customers. Activity 6, respond to phone calls or emails or any kind of communication with customers. Activity 7, track inventory. Next slide, please. And here I have my big rocks of operations. What? The cleaning services and business operations is my what. Who? The cleaning crew, myself, my mother, and other employee will provide the initial cleaning services. I myself will handle business operations, including scheduling and invoices. Where? Cleaning services will take place on location of various residential and commercial buildings. Business operations will take place at home, office, and local community as needed. And my next slide, please. Capital needs. All right. Here I show marketing materials, $1,500 per year. I will plan on, really getting down to the nitty gritty on this, but this right now is an example. Accounting, payroll, HR, I plan $12,500 a year. Equipment and cleaning supplies, $9,000 per year. And employee expenses, $85,000 a year. Insurance, business insurance, $2,400 a year. And I plan to buy a vehicle. And I did do some searching and looking around, and I feel like this 27,775 is so I'll be able to get a good van, a nice Dodge van or something to have all my equipment in. And I didn't have the total quite yet, but I have it here on my notes. 138,175 in total. And really, I plan to get this just a big loan. I have savings, but I don't feel savings will touch really the big total that I need. And my husband does work in banking, so he will assist me in trying to get a big loan like this to start up my business. And I apologize, guys. My last slide is actually the same slide as my first one. And thank you all for your attention. And I hope my voice wasn't too shaky and distracting.
No, you did great, Alba. So, yay. Yeah.
Alba.
Very great.
Thank you, everybody. I hope I didn't talk too fast.
Oh, you're fine. Actually, can we all I'm gonna stop sharing because we're at the end of our presentations, and we're gonna go. If you hang on for just about 5 more minutes, you'll have the opportunity. I'm gonna just randomly put us in breakout rooms and with an entrepreneur to give some encouraging verbal feedback.
Okay.
But before we do that, can we all just unmute and give all of our entrepreneurs a celebratory yell, clap, and just let them know how well they did tonight. So. Hey, everybody.
Good job, everybody. So great to hear everybody's slides.
Yeah, we got through all of the technical issues. So, all right. Well, I'm gonna get us in breakout rooms really quickly, and we will go from there. Let's see.
With all the tech issues tonight, if you drop out, if something happens with the breakout rooms, come on back. Entrepreneurs, if you get in there and somebody can't hear you or things are going on, just come on back. By the way, I'm Sarah. I'm Director of Programs for RMMFI.
Yay,
Nice to meet all
Sarah.
of you. I haven't
Nice to
gotten
meet you, Sarah.
you, but I was really excited. You guys did a great job tonight. It's a really, really good first retros. And so thanks for the wonderful work that you've already put into your businesses.
Thanks for all the help.
Sarah, you rock.
You too, Jason. Good to see you, kind of virtually. My dog is begging me so hard right now. So if you're hearing a dog whine, that is my ham of a dog.
I am almost done here. I have a question though. Is Josette still on?
Yes.
Okay. You are? Josette, what is your... Okay, I see you now. All right. I couldn't find you in here to put to build your little breakout room. So thanks for that. Almost there. And where is Bree? Yeah, sorry, y'all. I've lost 3. This is always fun. Where is Brianna?
I'm here, I promise.
I know I see you. I just can't find you for your breakout room. Okay.
Leave her in the main room, and whoever's left behind in the main room can work with her.
I don't see her at all. That was the thing.
Oh.
So, all right. This is so fun. All right, no. All right, I'm gonna open up rooms, and if you are not in a room, just stay in, you're gonna stay in the main room and we'll hang out. All right. Bree, you're still here.
Yes, I am.
I just assigned you.
Oh,
So jump in.
I see one. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Are we back?
Oh, we're still here. That I messed up again. Oh my goodness. We'll just wait till they realize.
We're not there.
I wonder if we pressed it too soon, but
I always do that actually, and Beatrice is always like, "Alba, you're here," and I'm like, "I pressed the button right away."